Here with Tara Henry, Michella Chester, going to preview the action to elimination games tonight. First up, Stanford versus Washington. Tara, Stanford to me is a really scary team to face right now. Kennedy and Vaughter are just dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely. But these two teams are really familiar with one another. Obviously, a Pac-12 showdown on ABC. But yes, when you have an arm like Kennedy in the circle, that's going to be a really tough test for the Huskies. But anybody that watched that FSU game last night knows the Huskies have grit. They're well coached. They run the base as well. And they've got a nice freshman arm in the circle as well in Ruby Malin, who will help really bolster that pitching staff. And also can't say enough about Lindsay Lopez and what she's been doing for the Huskies as of late. So a nice righty and lefty in the circle for the Huskies. But it's going to be a fun matchup.
What do you think we'll see in the circle for Washington today? They went with Ruby Malin to start both games, then quickly put in Lopez in relief.
You know, Coach Heather Tarr was in the press conference last night, and I think that's going to be probably the same game plan today. I think we're going to see Malin in the circle to start and then go to Lopez. That seems to be a pretty good formula for the Huskies. And I think we'll see Kennedy in the circle get the start for Stanford. She did beat the Huskies earlier this year. The Huskies did take 2 of 3 from Stanford in Pac-12 play. So this is going to be a Pac-12 showdown and one that I'm excited to see on ABC. I know I keep saying it, but it's incredible.
You mentioned Washington's grit. They had a late inning rally last night against FSU and a really powerful pitcher in Catherine Sandercock. Do you think that momentum continues into today?
I mean, that was a tough loss for the Huskies. In the press conference, Madison Husky and Sammy Reynolds really talked about, they were on FSU, on Catherine Sandercock, and I think coming into today, they have momentum. They've been in that tough spot, and I believe they've got the tools to do it. It's just going to be, again, timely hitting. Who's going to get that timely hit and be able to play really solid defense?
All right, next up, Oklahoma State, Tennessee. Let's start with Oklahoma State. They've been really hot and cold in the Women's College World Series. They crushed Utah. It was an 8-0 run rule, and then they were held scoreless against FSU.
Yeah, so a tale of two coins here with the Cowgirls, and it's going to be interesting to see which one of those offenses shows up. Can't say enough about Lexi Kilfoyle and what she's done this season, stepping up. We did see Kelly Maxwell, then had the long rain delay. Tough for her to get going again after that long rain delay. We saw Kyra Aycock in the circle for them. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see potentially Lexi Kilfoyle get the start for the Cowgirls today. And again, I think it's going to be what type of offense shows up, and they're another gritty team. And I know a lot of people are saying Tennessee, but I took the Cowgirls in our staff picks today.
How come? Why are you going with the Cowgirls?
I just think they're playing free. They're rolling with it, and I do believe that loss to Tennessee yesterday to OU, that was a big blow. And I think we'll see an Oklahoma State squad that's got really nothing to lose today, and a Tennessee team that played a little bit tight or was a little bit down towards the middle end of that game. So that's why I'm taking the Cowgirls today.
And then speaking of Tennessee, that game against OU, they didn't use Ashley Rogers and they didn't use Peyton Gottschall. How do you think they use their pitchers moving forward?
I think both of them are going to throw today. I was really actually quite surprised that we did not see Rogers after Pickens got the start. I wasn't surprised with the Pickens start. I think it was a good matchup. She throws the ball hard down and up in the zone. She goes north-south, can have an off-speed. But I was surprised after 3-0 that we didn't see an Ashley Rogers. And it's win or go home. And I think all hands on deck for all the teams today, and just ready to get the day going, and can't wait to see some more great softball.
What do you think about Tennessee's offense? Held to just one hit last night. It was a leadoff by Kiki Malloy. Is that credit to OU's pitching staff or just Tennessee?
I think it's a little bit of both. I don't know that we talk enough about the Oklahoma pitching staff and Jordy Ball. Jordy Ball got the start again for the Sooners. She's just so tough, and I think we saw the leadoff double from Kiki Malloy, and again, like you said, it was the only hit of the day. So it looked like that Tennessee offense was pressing, and we know they can hit. We've seen them win the SEC title. We've seen them win the SEC championship, so we know they've got the offense. It's whether or not they can regroup and come back out here today and get a W against the Cowgirls.
All right, well, 2 great matchups. Elimination day. I can't believe we're going to see 2 of these teams go, but thanks so much for tuning in. Michella Chester and Tara Henry. We'll see you for